Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is go time. My name is Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
It's going to be unbelievable. The fans, everybody around the world, the fighters. This is just one of those things.
Time for our tale of the tape. Jesse Rodriguez. What a force he is at 115 pounds. He stands at 164 centimeters with a reach of 170. And he'll be squaring up. And here we see Jesse Rodriguez. They call him Bam, and for good reason. When you see how hard he hits at just 115 pounds, this man is a killer and has already beaten some absolute legends. Here comes Eric El Terrible.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from San Antonio, Texas, introducing the 2-division champion of the world, Jesse Bam.
Expectations are sky high for this fight. Will it live up to the hype? We're about to find out.
Todd, it's one of my favorite venues. You can't get a better place to fight.
Thousands of fans here in attendance tonight, but when the bell rings, there will only be 2 that we're talking about. These 2 fighters promised us an offensive show. Let's see if they deliver. The straight right just misses. You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. Caution is being thrown to the wind. A lot of trash talk between these 2 fighters. Now it's time to put up or shut up.
Situations like this, Todd, will either make or break a fighter, because the expectation from the fans of the people here, of the millions of people around the world, people like you and I sat here expecting everything and anything, can break a man or make a man.
This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than you do.
Thinking holding on here for a minute. Counter punch caught him clean. He threw a punch and just got countered. The straight right just misses. Punch, counter punch. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Almost a 10-8 round, complete. There's the bell for round 2. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
When you're training to fight a swarmer, you've got to focus on your conditioning, because they will push you to the edge of your limits.
You are fighting the swarmer. Be smart, be sharp, concentrate, but you've got to be confident. Do not dance his dance, because that swarmer, once you do that, you're giving him a chance that shouldn't have one.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Perfect counter shot. Insane action. Beautiful counter punch. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. You can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're going to get knocked out. Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be honest. You've got to be honest. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. That bell could not. Let's get it started in round 3. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
How about that time counter shot? Bam is rocked. Keeping those gloves up, the guard high, paying dividends as it seems that moment of trouble has passed.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Jab does not score. Nice counter. And he scores with the counter. Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. Well done with that counter shot. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. One moment changes everything, especially in this division. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. From this moment forward, he cannot. There's the bell for round 4. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to block it. They've got to block it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
No, I don't. You're right. I know.
That jab misses. Nice counter shot. No rest for the weary. Nice counter shot. Those counter punches have to hurt. The straight right just misses. Fighters landing in these exchanges, Judge is going to have a tough job.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Bam is hurt. And apparently no rest for the weary. Thought about taking a breath, but instead, they're in there throwing bombs again.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. You know that bell. Here's the bell to start round 5. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
A punch, a receipt is coming right back. Lucky that hook didn't score. Beautiful counter shot. Good counter punch. A very competitive round here so far.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
That counter shot lands. Catch and shoot. That hook doesn't score. There's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. Which type are we seeing so far?
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Todd, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Point, you gotta believe he switch on. There's the bell for round 6. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's gonna come out and put the pressure on. He's gonna throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart, because he's gonna try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
They drop their guard, they get caught. A perfect counter lands. We wanted action, and they are giving us action. Can't land that jab. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Exchange punches. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Counter punching. Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. Counter punch. He threw a punch and just got countered. Incredible work rate. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go.
Wow, it's like 2 different leagues.
There's the bell to start round 7. After that last round, something has got to change.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Quick punch scores. stamina is off the charts. Punch, counter punch. Well done with that counter shot. Right hook catching air. And as we see it again, there's no way to get up when you get clipped with a shot like that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come to me.
You whooping me, I gotta fight back. Fight back.
So back into the fray again, but how much do they have left? Just one punch away from getting the momentum back.
It's been a tough round so far.
As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round he'd rather forget. How about Morales in that last round? They say no one knows.
Listen, kid, I need you to go back out there and...
There's the bell to start round 8. Last round was a disaster. What can they do here to turn this around?
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
How about that time counter shot? Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
Putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. Those counter punches have to hurt. There's a counter shot. Is he going to punch himself out, though? Stamina, and down goes Bam. Look at that shot to the head, and there's no way they were going to stand up to that one.
Shot from the gods, they say. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can you continue?
It's been all one-way traffic with just 10 seconds to go in the round. A pretty lopsided.
Caught on leg. Gotta be more patient.
Here we are getting ready for this showdown between these two fighters. Should be a good one. I'm Todd Grisham. And next to me for the broadcast, the one and only Johnny Nelson.
About time, too.
It's time now for our tale of the tape. Jesse Bam Rodriguez. He fights out of that southpaw stance, weighed in at 115 pounds. He's got a height of 164 centimeters. His reach is 170. And facing him in this fight is Jesse Bam Rodriguez, weighed in at 100. Approaching the ring, we've got Jesse Bam Rodriguez, the San Antonio, Texas native who splashed on the scene thanks to his aggressive style and his big knockout power. Approaching the ring, we've got Jesse Bam Rodriguez. You're looking at one of the scariest bantamweights of all time. Blazing speed and ridiculous power, all packed into a 115-pound frame.
It'll be ding-ding from first bell. They're off.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, from San Antonio, Texas, introducing the 2-division champion of the world, Jesse Bam Rodriguez. Fighting out of the blue corner, from San Antonio, Texas, introducing the 2-division champion of the world, Jesse Bam Rodriguez.
So much hype surrounding this big matchup. Can't wait to see what goes down when the opening bell rings.
Todd, all I can say, heaven on earth. Heaven on earth.
Under the bright lights here for this one, really good matchup, and we're hoping for a really good fight. These two fighters promised us an offensive show. Let's see if they deliver. Just misses with that jab. They exchange punches. These punches coming from every angle. Hold that thought. Ooh, Bam is rocked. Bam goes down. Wow, let's take another look at that.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
1, 2, 3, 4. You still want to fight?
They're on their feet, but is this the beginning of the end?
Look at his corner. Instructions. They're telling him to calm down. Make the most of the count. Get up, breathe, and move. Get behind the referee. Save yourself a bit of time. You just need to make your way back to the corner. Somehow get to the end of the round.
Looks like he's leading halfway through this round.
The corners must be so happy. Down to a T. Play the plan out to a T. If they can pick up momentum and do this over and over and over again, they've got it.
Bam is hurt. Didn't wait too long to get back. Oh, wait a minute. Bam is in trouble. As we watch it again one more time, appreciate the perfection of that knockout shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Civil War.
Beaten, bruised, and battered, but somehow he's still in it.
Unbelievable heart. Knocked down.
Now you let him get back into it.
There's the bell for round 2. It's been a nightmare so far. What can they do to turn this around?
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Not on twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
Both men step back for just a moment. And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. double pin. Let's watch that again in replay from a different angle.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Are you okay?
The referee deems they can continue, but this might be a big mistake.
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in down once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy.
He's got the advantage halfway through the round.
No doubt at all. You can see who's winning. You can see who's got it in hand. You can see who's comfortable. Or it's a bit of a mousetrap.
Missing with that right hook. You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. It's been all one-way traffic with just 10 seconds to go in the round. Man is hurt. Not over till it's over, but that knockdown is going to be huge.
You're being put down. You've got to think right. Survive.
On to the third. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. There's a counter shot. He misses with that straight left. Nice counter shot. Timing beats speed. Speed beats power. Each other's punching power. Man is in trouble. And right back into the fray.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
That counter shot lands. Throw a shot, they get countered. The courage on display here is incredible. You'd like to see more jabs. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. You can see here his face basically melted to his glove, and down he goes.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Are you okay?
So it's plan B time after being knocked down in that round.
Love the response, though. Got back up, took a deep breath, got up.
Here we go to the fourth round. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Good one. Beautiful counter shot. let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. The work rate is down. The head isn't moving as well, Johnny. Fatigue is starting to set in.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. You've got to relax.
Whoa, wait a minute. Bam is rocked. Disaster averted.
What caught sleeping on the job? What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to focus on.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Bam is in. Wow, that impact was incredible. Let's take another look at it.
That's lights out right there.
Let's see how the game plan changes after that big knockdown.
To make or break a fighter.
You're switching off. I need you to switch back on.
On to the fifth we go. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up.
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? Bam is hurt. The storm. How? I'm not sure.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
They won't give us a second to catch our breath. You can tell one of these fighters is starting to fade. What does he need to do to get back in this contest?
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. That hook doesn't score. How about that time counter shot? Is he going to punch himself out, though? Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. No secret who has the advantage after that last round. But this is the beginning of round 6. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. have to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
Tried to score with that hook, but missed. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently?
Every second, every minute of this fight is it.
There's the bell to start round 7. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Well done with that counter shot. A perfect counter shot. They're both trying for a knockout. Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close round.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Holding nothing back here in the round. A lot of effort being exerted here. That left hook missed. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
Look at that jab's slick. The jab's work.
Together and put it back on him this round. And
It worked. Stay focused. Don't let him back into the fight. Great round.
Round 8, and we're off again. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power...
What a knockout headshot. Let's watch it again. And they knew it when they threw it.
I need...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Listen to me. Are you okay?
So back into the fray again, but how much do they have left?
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
Halfway through the round, and I think we all know who's winning here.
perfect game plan. The thing is, can anybody figure out what to do to change this? It's a perfect start.
Swing and a miss with the hook. He blocks the hook. Final 10 seconds here, unless something major happens. I think we all know who won that one. And that's it. As the sun sets, we welcome you on this beautiful afternoon to Falcor Bay. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
You tried to give me the slip, didn't you, my friend? There was no way I was going to miss this.
And now it's time for our tale of the tape. It's King Rye, Ryan Garcia, weighed in at 61 kilos. It's King Rye, Ryan Garcia, one of the most famous boxers the world over, the fastest hands in the game. They call Terrence Bud Crawford, one of the pound-for-pound best in the world, fighting out of Nevada. An open-air outdoor stadium. What a venue for this contest.
Todd, I'm going to stay here till the end of the night because if you're a fight fan like me, this is what I live for.
What a great venue and what a great matchup. Cannot wait for this one. Here we go, round one. Who's going to land the first big shot? That hook was off target. They exchange punches. Perfect punch. Nice counter shot. This fight has a real good flow to it. It is a sunny and hot day, and no, we're not inside. No air conditioning or air con, as they say in the UK.
In such heat, the cornermen need to be able to do their job. Think about what they're doing. One to cool you down, one to ice you back, one to give you instruction in your head, and one to just calm you to tell you what you're doing right and what you're doing wrong. Because that's the most important thing. Forget about the heat. Forget about everything else.
Tough to be a judge in this fight, as both fighters have had their big moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Straight right just misses. Well done with that counter shot. Beautiful counter punch. A perfect counter lands. The bravery being shown here is just incredible. Oh, Oh, and it's flashing lights for the flash here. He's got to get out of trouble. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Garcia in that last round. Well, he is in big trouble here. There's the bell for round 2. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
It's all offense all the time. This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
You're fighting a counter puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punches.
Hold on, got to cut you off here, Johnny. Crawford's legs are all over the place. It appears they weathered the storm. How, I'm not sure.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What are they going to do? What do they tell them when they go back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. Good counter punch. These two were made for each other. Every time he throws a punch, it was a very competitive round. Hold that thought! Right now, the Flash is seeing flashes after that shot. Talk about Garcia in that last round. And a round that seemed like... And there's the bell for round 3. To see Ryan Garcia go to the canvas. Just one punch away from getting the momentum back.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Garcia in that last round. There's the bell for round 4. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
threw a punch and just got countered. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. That big hook doesn't land. Straight right just misses. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Let's go with that right uppercut. They're going deep into the gas tank on this round. Right now, the Flash is seeing flashes after that shot. And the kid goes down. As we take another look, it's this punch right here that sealed the deal.
I've got to...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Garcia in that last round. He's been knocked down, but at least not knocked out yet.
He's been put down.
Back into the fray here in round 5. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
Oh, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his leg is strong. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
So much firepower here. How about that time counter shot? Here we go with these two lightning-quick right weights.
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have to quick press, boom. In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed. And that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
There's a counter shot. You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. Punch himself out, though. That counter punch got him clean. Hold it right there. Oh, and it's flashing lights for the Flash here. He's got to get out of trouble. Trying to buy time. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Garcia in that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally come on to the 6th round. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
This fight so far, Johnny?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain.
Nice counter. Right. Crawford got hit hard, and down he goes. Oh, that technique on that headshot. Let's see it again and appreciate it more.
Even
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Give me your glove.
Showing a lot of heart to beat the count there.
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's putting down walls. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy.
We've got to pick things up halfway through the round here.
There's a lot of work.
It looked great live. How will it look again on slow motion replay?
A shot from the gods. Took it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can you continue?
So this was an unexpected turn of events. What happens next?
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again.
It looks like he's going to survive the round here. It looked great live. How will it look again on slow motion replay?
Shot from the gods, they say.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And you still want to fight.
Both men knocked down in that round. Incredible stuff.
And they were heavy knockdowns too.
There's the bell to start round 7. Both fighters knocked down in the last round. What do we have in store for us in this one?
That is showing the fitness, that is showing the stamina, that is showing the hard work done in the gym. If you can get knocked down and get back up and knock your opponent down, they've got it.
They both want the knockout. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? Punch, counter punch. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Swing and a miss with that hook. Going to punch himself out, though. They block the hook. Nice job blocking the hook. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Garcia in that last round. Well, he is glad to have hurt. And there's the bell for round 8. After that last round, something has got to change.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
You hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. Nice counter shot. Holding nothing back here in the round. Nice counter punch right up the middle. You know, with lightweights, these guys are going to be lightning quick.
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
A lot of effort being exerted here. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. The three judges agree, and we've got unanimous.